Hello, today's lesson is 13-1, our first lesson in the new topic, and the title of the lesson is Understanding Perimeter. You've learned how to identify different geometric shapes. Today you'll learn how to find the distance around a shape. So today we're measuring perimeter, and I like this picture I found because it kind of explains it pretty simply and clearly. The perimeter means the distance around the edge of a shape. That's what perimeter is. Here's a shape. This red box is a shape altogether. We know it's 2 meters across, 2 meters up and down, 2 meters across, and 2 meters up and down. To find how long it is all the way around the edge of the shape, we just add 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. We know it's 8 meters across, or 8 meters around, I should say. You want to put a fence around your garden? How would you find out how much fence you need? This is a problem where you would need to understand how to do perimeter. You'd have to measure it maybe with a yardstick or a ruler. Troy made this drawing of his garden. Each square in the grid has a side length of 1 foot. What's the distance around Troy's garden? Students needed to count each of the edges in order to know what the distance is around Troy's garden. They counted 1 foot for each of these sides. They added up all those 1 feet, 18 feet all together. Now I wanted to make sure students knew why it seemed like we were counting 1 foot twice in a couple places. And so we talked about this. When we have a corner that goes in, a concave corner, we have this side to count, the up and down side, and we also have the horizontal side, the side that goes across. That's why it looks like we're counting twice in these little corners. But really we've done it correctly if we've counted the up and down side and the side to side. So we can also talk about adding in groups. Instead of saying 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, we could say, oh well, across the top it's 3, so I can add 3. Down this side it's 2, so I can add 2. It's the same way to find perimeter. It's just adding numbers that are a little bit bigger. So then I asked the dog and the cat what the distance is around Troy's garden. The dog says the answer is 18. I showed this slide to the class, asked if the dog was right. Most kids said yes, he is right, but I said he's not completely right. The answer is 18 feet. So the kitty here says make that 18 feet. My point is we really need to remember to include the unit by which we're measuring during this topic of study, because it's really important for our answers to say 18 feet or 18 inches or 18 miles or 18 centimeters. Whatever unit they're measuring in, we need to mention that in our answer. Okay, so we did some more practice with different shapes that have the same perimeters. We checked to find what the perimeter was in this shape, and you can pause the video to count the edges yourself. Altogether, the perimeter is 16. Here's another one to try, and this time there's no boxes. We talked about problems like this. We just add the numbers. 9 plus 8 plus 8 plus 16 plus 7. Pause the video to add these up. 48 altogether. Pause the video to add your perimeter here. 18 altogether. That was it for today.